When the master rang this bell at any given moment,
it would mean an ever-present knowledge that someone was in control of your schedule, that you had to answer to someone for almost every minute of your life.
More than 200 years ago, hundreds of men, women, and children called this Whitney Plantation in Wallace, Louisiana home. But home didn't mean happiness or freedom.
I would suspect that their thoughts were of the long day ahead. You know, we know that they longed for freedom. They sustained each other through their families, through their relationships, through each other.
And some like Betty Thomas Ledette, a Baton Rouge resident, recalls vividly what she believes life was like on the grounds day in and day out.
Slavery impacted blacks both mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And all of that plays over into today, those particular things that happened to them.
Walking the plantation, one will get a feel for the horrible day-to-day lives that the slaves encountered through restored living quarters, memorial artwork, and through personal account narratives. On these walls are the names of more than 120,000 enslaved Louisianans, stories of pain and suffering, stories of courage and perseverance. Stories that weren't being told about the brutality, being bullwhipped for protecting your children, wanting to eat a biscuit. Louisiana had one of the largest slave auctions in the United States. Once the slaves were bought, they were sent here to the Whitney Plantation, many refusing to conform to their new way of life, even going to the lengths of self-destruction.
Some were active, would turn out to be violent rebellions, but there were other things that they did in order to resist. And some of that even, the act of committing suicide, which is something that's never talked about, a horrendous fact that's never talked about in slavery.
Slave labor, toiling the land, working from sunup to sundown, but still having hope that one day they could be seen as a people they knew they were.
These were Americans, just like we're Americans today. They were humans. They wanted the same things that you want, wanted that freedom.
While we can't change what happened, some like John Cummings, through Whitney Plantation, can at least educate people by sharing real stories about a dark time in history. In Wallace, Louisiana, Deidre Wilson reporting.